from Los Angeles, California. We're the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, joined once again by a man who has eaten his pants and underwear and is currently in the process of trying to eat his own boner. That's Jeff Clark!
What's up?
And beaming to us from the folds in your mama's butt crack, the bearded booger-eating dingleberry known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
So I guess we should immediately start out by pointing out to any of our YouTube devotinists? No, what the fuck would you call it?
Viewers.
Devotees.
Viewers.
Our YouTube 100%ers. This is probably going to be a shorter one than usual because we just did a very in-depth, spoilery review of Top Gun Maverick that went very long, and as most people should know, Easter eggs are exclusive to the audio-only podcast. So if you want to hear the review plus spoilers, you're going to have to download the audio podcast, listen after the end theme. But hey, if you're just listening to this on the audio podcast, hold on to your butthole. We'll get to it at some point.
We'll take you to the danger zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a spoiler on the spoiler-full review, Tom Cruise made this country a better place this weekend.
Yeah, so Shuddy and Jeff went and saw it first, and they kept texting how great it was in the group text. I found myself with a surprise free evening that I didn't think I had with my mom coming in town to visit. So we pulled a fast one, managed to get tickets to a showing, went and saw it, and my text back to Jeff and Shuddy was, Tom Cruise needs to be on our currency.
It was, I believe, almost verbatim, Plain School 2 fucks.
What did you have planned that got 86?
It was the only night him and Helen didn't have something romantic going on. And
you son of a bitch. You know what? I'm going to the other room. I'm telling her you said that.
Romance it up. I've been sitting on that since the Patreon. You went right from how you got drinks beforehand and got food into your review, and I didn't have a chance to throw it in so.
I'm happy you were serious the whole Top Gun review. We couldn't be derailed by taking shots at Kevin and Helen.
But yeah, we were going to go to dinner with my stepbrother because we went to Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, and he lives in Orange County, so he was going to come meet up with us afterwards and go to dinner. But then he had to take his wife to the airport, and we were there for so long that I don't know. I can't hang like I used to at cons. I lose interest kind of quick, and then my fucking feet get tired, and then my back gets tired. And the plan kind of was to stay there pretty much all day, but around 4 o'clock, we both lost interest, and we're getting tired and sore. And I was just like, fuck this. Let's get out of here. And I'm like, wait a second. Since we're not going to dinner anymore, let's go see Plane School.
All right.
So we did.
It
was sweet.
You and your mom party the same as me and my mom, where you just line up different dinners throughout the week that she's here.
Yeah.
I like that about you guys.
That's what my family does. Like when I took Carl to Florida and we, spent a week with a nice big chunk of my family, she's like, wow, you guys seriously only just eat and drink alcohol? You guys just eat and drink all day, every day? I was like, yeah, that's how we roll. That's party.
Wonderful.
Meanwhile, I'm about to go on what I alluded to my mother today was going to be 4 days of hell, to which she was very upset that I was thinking of it that way.
Wait, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Savannah for my sister's graduation.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
With my parents and the boys. And this is going to be the most time I've spent consecutively with my parents in years.
Oh no!
Wow.
You guys are all road tripping together?
Yeah, well, they're going for longer than I am, so we're road tripping separately but caravanning together because I'm going to drive back on Sunday by myself.
How long is the drive from PA to Georgia?
From here to Savannah, it's 11 and a half hours.
Ugh.
Are you making it like a straight shot?
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Wow.
I got an outlet adapter for my Volcano in the car.
I do, but you guys know that. You have to know that. I got it last year when Dom and I were making all those.
I don't remember hearing this.
We were making all those long distance toy hunts. I bought a thing to go in the lighter that the Volcano could plug in, and it was mobile for a while. I'm not bringing it to Georgia though.
You can get arrested down there, I think, still for weed.
Yeah, but we're leaving tomorrow night and driving straight through.
Does Sharon have to come, or does she get a reprieve?
She gets a reprieve.
Nice. She has to work?
Yep.
Nice.
Score for Sharon.
But my mom...
Does your mom party?
No.
You guys gonna do shots?
They have stuff planned for us every day. And she's like, we're going to do this Sunday afternoon if you want to stay. I go, Mom, I have to work on Monday, so I really don't want to be leaving at 5 o'clock at night, driving through the night, and then having to work the next day. Like, I'm not trying to do that. And then I was like, I have to go. And then she said, I'll tell you. I was like, we will have so much time for you to talk to me about everything you want to talk to me about this week. And she goes, no, we won't. It's only 4 days.
Oh, no.
And I said,
oh, Shuddy.
That is going to feel like an eternity, being that we haven't spent that much time together since the boys and I moved out almost 9 years ago. Like, I am.
Did you say that, or were you thinking it?
No, I said, I didn't. I said, this is going to be the most time we've spent together in years. It's going to be a long time.
You don't remember how much we dislike each other, Mom.
You could tell that I stung her unintentionally. So yeah, it's gonna be something.
But still,
I don't even know how we got on that topic.
Oh, well, you just mentioned how it's gonna be 4 days of hell coming up with your parents.
Yeah, but like, yeah, they've got something planned every day.
Hopefully, it's eating and drinking.
Yeah, is it different than like what Kevin's got planned with his mom, which is just different dinners, or?
It's my sister's graduation on Friday, and dinner on Friday night. Then I think we're going to the beach on Saturday, and then doing some sort of dinner Saturday night. Thursday, they want to go and see the different squares, and then we have to pick my aunt and uncle up from the airport. It just seems there's a lot of touristy stuff that's happening
in Savannah.
I don't think my mother is going to be thrilled with my level of stonedness, or the fact that the entire city of Savannah has no open container law. So,
oh no,
you can walk around with booze anywhere in the city.
Uh-oh. We're going to get a blackout Shuddy Boy threatening to walk back to Bethlehem.
So, who knows what we're in for?
Shuddy's going to be walking around the streets of Savannah with a fucking hurricane. Man, I didn't know Savannah got down like that.
Savannah does get down like that.
Yeah, blacked out Shuddy with like a 151 Frosty drink. Where's Frenchman Street?
You can, when you're at dinner, you can ask for a beer to go before you close out your check. That's
cool.
And they'll bring you a beer in a plastic cup to take with you.
See, I support that nationwide. Because they always try to fight it off by saying like, oh, well, people will be fucking walking around the streets causing some shit. It's like, all right, well, arrest them.
Yeah, that's what we pay the cops for.
Yeah. New Orleans, does not allow any of that, any nonsense.
Yeah, just if someone's pissing on the street, arrest them. If someone's like,
oof, that's tough,
causing some trouble, fucking get them. But I think it would be kind of nice. Sometimes I do want to get the fuck out of the restaurant. Still got a little beverage left. I would like to pour that in a cup, walk outside, and drink it, and enjoy the fact that I survived long enough to be a goddamn adult. Son of
Well
a
said.
bitch.
Well said. Good
So
rant.
I plan on partying while I'm down there.
I would expect
Is your
nothing
sister
less.
going to party?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, she's
So
graduating.
the level of partying is going to. There are some factors that will even curb my partying
It's mostly going to be heroin for me.
because I'm not concerned what my mother's going to not be happy with any decision I make while we're there. So it really.
So you're just going to go for it.
Yeah. So if I'm going to get judged the entire trip, I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm just going to get
Might
right
as
in
well
your
blow
face.
some rails.
I'm going to get right in your face and bong a beer.
My aunt and uncle from Texas are coming for sure. They're the liberal moderate side of my father's family, so they're
From
going to be fun
Texas.
to hang out with. Yeah, I love them to death. They party. I'm not going to be able to outwardly smoke weed around everybody. I'm not going to be able to just spark up a J.
They're not that liberal.
No, we're not there yet. Even with my mother hates that I smoke pot, and she will tell me that at least 6 times.
What a narc.
In the next couple of days.
Even while you're smoking pot?
Mom,
or
are you
while
wear-
you're not smoking pot?
Are you wearing a wire?
But the wild card is that my Mormon aunt and uncle from Texas may be joining us at some point.
Hey, can I see your guys' magic underpants?
And they are so staunchly Mormon that my uncle
That you have
used
two
to
aunts?
be a big time Coca-Cola drinker and no longer drinks any caffeine because it's against their beliefs.
So if you drink a Coke, do you go to Mormon hell?
I don't know the exact things, but no alcohol, no caffeine, nothing that is addictive. I
Man,
believe is what it
I
is.
envy that type of discipline.
And he wasn't always Mormon. He was a knucklehead kind of guy in the army and didn't think and, tormented me as a child. I mean, he is the type of uncle that I dared him, or I told him he wouldn't cut my rat tail off. When he said he would, I said, no, you won't. So he took out his pocket knife and he cut it off.
Oh, wow.
did you take his pocket knife and stab him?
Sounds
my
like Bill Paxton and Weird Science.
My mother, yeah, very much so. Very much so.
That guy was cool.
Character.
And now he's a nerd?
And now he's that way, but with his judgy beliefs.
Oh, that's always fun.
So him and I have gotten into it because he's yelled at me for swearing. To which my response was basically, I'm not a fucking child anymore. Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah. Blow me, Uncle Joseph Smith.
Yeah, so, if they come, that could be interesting. I may have to curb some behaviors that I'm currently looking to let loose with.
Don't let these pussies change you, Shuddy Boy.
I'm really chatty today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm scaring this all over the fucking map.
Well, hey, did you get some partying in at that Primus concert you went to?
That Primus fucking concert.
By the way, Shuddy, were you aware that Primus is the first concert I ever went to in my life?
I was not. Are you a big Primus fan?
I don't think it counts, but do you remember that band Sponge in the 90s?
Yes.
I went and saw them play at a fucking Sam Goody at the Willowbrook Mall when I was a kid. And I think their drummer got sick, so the singer was just playing like a snare drum while he was singing. So that was technically the first live band I ever saw in my life, but the first concert was Primus, the Tales from the Punch Bowl tour at Roseland Ballroom in New York City.
I actually saw Sponge a few years ago, I think 5 years ago, with Lit and Everclear.
Where did you get this time machine?
They played in Bethlehem.
Ah,
That's where
there it
the
is.
Facebook. That's where the picture of me with the lead singer of Everclear came from.
Was he
That I
cool? I
have.
had to engineer a session with him one time at Sirius, and he was actually kind of cool. I liked him.
So I might have already been a little
Oh
liquored
boy,
up,
you shuddied him, didn't you?
and no, I was just very like we did a meet and greet, so it was a bunch of people. Like that's what it was through work. We had meet and greet, but it was like there were like 50 of us in a room, and they were basically just walking down, shaking hands, and he was very polite, but he did not want to stand and chat with me as long as I tried to get him to.
Oh wait, come back. What does father of mine mean?
Please, I want to talk about Sparkle and Fade. Get over here. like um no, he was cool though, but
So how did you get roped into going to a Primus concert? I don't
Draven
still actively listen to Primus. I don't hate Primus, but you know, they were sort of like in my phase of going from grunge towards metal.
so Draven wanted to go, and my first response was, I don't really like Primus. Doesn't Bradley want to go with you? And he's like, no, Brad doesn't want to go, and nobody else wants to go. I was like, all right, I'll go with you. Because there are the Primus songs that have heard, I like John the Fisherman, Jerry was a race car driver, My Name is Mud.
Welcome to this world. Winona's
You
Big
know.
Brown Beaver.
All those
So-
kick ass. I know those songs.
So I was like, all right. And Draven swears he gave me all the information at the same time that he asked me to go. But it does not sound like something I would have agreed to if I knew exactly what I was agreeing to, because the tour is called A Farewell to Kings. Nope. A Tribute to Kings, where they play Rush's A Farewell to Kings album from
Oh,
start to finish.
Do you like Rush?
No.
Oh. Do you,
Rush
do
or
you-
Tool. Pick one.
Death,
Oh, come on. You got to go one or the other.
then Rush.
yeah, because if you pick Death, then you go to Hell, where it's nothing but a Rush Tool dual headlining concert for all time.
So, Primus played a 40-minute Primus, 40-minute or so set of Primus songs
All right,
that
that's
I
cool.
did not know a single one of.
Oh, it was all deep cuts.
Yeah, well, or newer stuff, or anything other than those three that I named.
It was a concert
or the
for the-
South Park thing.
It was a
theme.
concert for the Boognishes.
Yes, I was texting Boognish furiously from it, flipping out about how little fun I was having.
Oh God damn it! Your support made this happen. You enabled this.
And then there was like a 30-minute intermission, and then they played the 40 minutes of Rush, which I wanted to kill myself.
Did he make his
during.
voice sound like Geddy Lee?
He did very well. Listen, it is not that they aren't talented musicians. It is not for me. I don't want to hear songs that have 5 minutes of the same repetitive instrumentals
Doola danga dinga danga doola
and
dingla dinga
over
danga.
again.
So we on the Ellis show, we one time I think we narrowed it down and discovered that Primus would be the worst music possible to fuck to. Oh no, maybe it was to get a lap dance to. I think the Seinfeld theme is the worst song to fuck to. Can't keep a boner through that funky bass line.
Man, I like to see those power rankings.
So they're very talented, and it was really cool to watch Les Claypool play bass in person. Like,
Oh yeah.
he is
a beast.
really good. The music just isn't for me, and I didn't have fun until the encore when they played "My Name Is Mud" and the first half of "Jerry Was a Race Car Driver."
What happened to
and
the second half? They forgot
They
it.
just ended. Bugnish warned me. He's like, if they play it, they're only going to play half of it, and that's exactly what happened.
Weird. Well, I mean, Primus is fucking weird. Bunch of weirdos.
And the band that opened for them was a 2-piece instrumental.
Man.
A
Like
drummer,
White Stripes?
a drummer, and a guy playing bass and keyboard, and hitting all kinds of different audio tracks to play.
Did you get
It
wasted?
wasn't good?
It was not good. No, I wasn't wasted. I was super high, and I brought my pen in, and I was smoking throughout the entire thing, hoping that would help. But it just,
No, not enough.
I had so little fun. I felt how it feels to stand on your feet for 4 hours. It was awful. I was so miserable.
Did Draven like it?
Draven had so much fun.
Well, that's cool. That
Yeah,
makes
you
it kinda
pulled
worth
a-
it.
you
And
pulled
I enjoyed hanging out with Draven. Like we went, it was at the casino here in Bethlehem. So like we went into the casino. That was his first time. He was not a fan. Did not even want to spin the wheels on anything at all.
No roulette?
Nope, nothing. But we got some drinks and then went to the show. It was fun.
Well, you had a super dad moment. You did your thing.
Sounds a lot cooler than what you and your mom have got going on.
I mean,
At
Star
least
Wars
better than the
celebration.
Star Wars convention.
It was kind of dope. I mean, the first one I ever went to was I think in 2015, which was also in Anaheim, and I had been to just so many conventions. Like anytime a convention came up, I would go to it. Like, San Diego, LA, Kamikaze, WonderCon. I was just going to all of them, and they were sort of just bleeding together. And I was seeing the same booths and the same shit, and I was just wearing thin. And then I went to that Star Wars celebration, and it is going to be a very super corny thing that Jeff's going to clown me for, but just the fact that everything was just one theme, and seeing like little kids running around dressed as Jedi, like chasing each other with lightsabers, I was just like, you know what? This has a different feel to it. This is kind of cool. Just everybody's passionate about just one thing here. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it a point to go to these when I can. And I went in 2017 when they did it in Orlando. And my mom was like, well, hey, if you're coming to Florida, I want to go. And I was like, all right, I'll get us 4-day passes. And we went all
She took
fucking
you to
4
see
days.
the first. She took you to see Star Wars, right? In
don't think
theaters,
so.
didn't
No.
you like? Well, not like the
Star Wars
original
came
Star
out in
Wars, but-
77.
No, I'm saying, didn't she take you to one of them though? Or do I have that? Am I misremembering this?
Oh, okay. Well, she took me to see when
Probably
they did
when they were re-released in theaters,
Yep,
right? Because that's
yeah.
when my parents took me to see it. Because
when
I was
George
too
Lucas
young.
fucking tinkered with them and put CG bullshit in all of them.
We were too
Yeah.
young for even Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that came
I
out
hope
in
my
'83,
parents
right?
weren't the type of people to bring a 1.5-year-old to see Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But I thought she brought you to like your first viewing of it. That's why. That's
No.
how I remembered it.
No.
My bad.
But I mean, my mom's kind of like me. We can just adapt to situations that we're not necessarily all that into and find something to enjoy. And she does that with the people watching. Like we would be walking through the aisles, and all of a sudden I just hear her start giggling. I'm like, what? And then I'll look over and see like some fat nerd and be like, oh, yeah, I get it. She's just laughing at all the nerds.
Yeah, some cross-dressing Baby Yoda.
But I don't know. It's. I think, and even if you're not into any of that shit, going to conventions is its own vibe. Like I could see people not wanting to go to them all the time and go multiple days, but if you've never been to one and you go to one, it's interesting. Whether you're into it, the hype or not, you can just do what my mom does and just laugh at the nerds.
Do you?
There will be a lot of them.
I did get recognized, which was kind of cool. It's so
Really?
weird. The only time I ever get recognized out in public, really, is when I'm with my mom.
They ask you.
So these, obviously, you pay these people.
Well,
It only happens when your mom's in town.
I did make that joke at Korean barbecue, I think, last night, but it is weird. It happens a lot in Florida, and then it happened here. It's happened twice when I'm out on dates, which is the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Absolutely.
I've yet to be recognized when I'm out with Carl.
Was
So
this person?
I'm not so sure she believes me that it actually happens sometimes.
The only time I get recognized is when I'm latched to your coattails at Ellis Mania.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the only time I get public recognition for this podcast. What was the person who ran into you? Were they cool? Like,
Oh yeah,
did you like take a photo with them or something?
Yeah.
Instagram with them?
yeah, he's
Melvin
super
doesn't
cool.
count.
He's a Ellis fam and Puminati.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Are you gonna shout him out?
I forgot.
Would
his
it be
name.
weird? You don't
I'm
want to
sorry.
blow up his Star Wars?
I forgot his
Bubble.
name.
Oh,
It was so hectic. Like he said his name real quick, and I didn't catch it, and I feel like a total dick. So I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, sorry to walk you into that bomb.
I'm fucking. Everybody knows I'm bad with names, and I have a memory of a goddamn fruit fly.
I'm sure he'll remind you in a voicemail that we'll listen to in 2023.
Yeah, dude, you have every right to just fucking eviscerate me. So go for it. But he was super cool, very very nice guy.
If you're not a member of the Patreon, join the Patreon just to to immediately close it and eviscerate Kevin.
No, he said he's Puminati Extreme Elite,
Oh,
so he can definitely
All right.
drop some bombs on us on Patreon for sure.
yeah, his exit survey. We know who he's going to blame for that one.
Oh fuck. But yeah, I know my mom gets super pumped when stuff like that happens.
So that same rationale that you have about going to conventions, that could be applied to sports games. Would you have any interest in a baseball game or a football game?
Done it, been there.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what? You know what? You know what? I think you guys need to go to a sporting event for the Patreon.
Yeah.
and
For
discuss. You guys go do good. You give Kevin a sporting event experience and then discuss it.
I mean,
and see how your experiences differed.
I'll do it.
Let's
I'll
go to
go.
a Giants Dodgers game wearing Giants gear at Dodger Stadium.
What's that
Get
mean?
into a fist fight.
Oh,
Means we'll
people.
probably get beaten up by a bunch of Mexicans.
Oh, we'll get murdered, right?
Yeah, one of us.
I don't
One
know
of
if
us
I've-
can make it out. Probably you because you're faster.
I don't know if I ever told you this, Jeff, but I'm not very good at fighting.
I'm not very good at preventing to get murdered. So I don't want
Because
to.
you're very good at talking shit. Man, you were talking mad shit at Korean barbecue. That was hysterical.
Yeah,
Just
I came.
trying to get my mom all riled up.
I came to dinner last night a little high. I was talking shit early on and
What were you
continued
talking
throughout.
shit about?
I don't know. We're just.
He kept taunting
Making
my mom
small
over
talk.
Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah. I kept trying to sell her on Tom Cruise. We found out that she's a huge Mel Gibson fan. Loves Braveheart. Loves Lethal Weapon. I grilled her on Conspiracy Theory, Ransom. She didn't remember those two movies. Loves Robert Downey Jr., but not a big Tom Cruise fan. But yeah, no, I was talking a little bit of shit, but I thought we hit it off well. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe she hates me. It feels like she hates me. Actually, I'm not very good with first impressions.
How many times did she use his nickname that she coined?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, there
right
was no Duke.
right when we walked in and saw Jeff, she was like, Dookie boy.
Terrible. That's not accurate. Helen didn't do that to me.
Well, we saw
That's
Dusty.
her good name. Yeah.
Got to hang with Dustin. Dustin's doing good. Just finished that movie, Stealing Jokes. So keep an eye out for that when it comes out. I know he said they just wrapped, but they're trying to get that movie out quick. And
Is he ever going to come hang out with us again?
Of course, yeah. He's now down kind of like in the South Bay area now. So it's going to be a little
Yeah.
bit of a hike, but he'll come up and hang. He's I think that movie's going to be his like biggest role yet. So
Nice, dude.
I
Well,
know,
That's
That's the
what
one
have to
he's
come on
doing
and
with the
promote it.
girl from
fuck yeah.
West Side Story, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think you discovered that when we were looking at the IMDb page for
The
it.
lead actress?
Yeah.
No, it's not
Oh,
the
man.
lead. It's the lady that got I think best supporting
Yeah,
Oscar.
Best Supporting Actress, Ariana DeBose.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's basically been it. We've just been eating.
She's going to be
Conventions
Calypso
and
in
movies.
Craven the Hunter also.
Well, that's kind of sick. Oh, what we did do yesterday, book ending.
Sages.
But you son of a bitch, you bookending Korean barbecue is we started diving into Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I'm only through episode 1 of that one or of that show. So
And we watched the first 3. And Shuddy,
I
you watched
the first 5.
So we're all over the place, but Jeff and I were talking about this at Korean barbecue last night. Stranger Things is fucking elite television. And I feel like that point gets lost in all of the hype because it's very hyped, it's very inescapable. Right when it came out, the hype train just fucking picked it up immediately. And it is, and they take such big breaks between seasons that it sometimes is hard to forget just how hard that show slaps the fucking mouth off your face. I mean, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I feel like I'm mathematically perfect for Stranger Things, being that I grew up in the 80s and I love horror, and that show just, it is kind of Shuddy, Memba Berries-ish. But it's still just, I don't know, I every time a new season comes out, I binge the fuck out of it, and I'm just like, ah, fuck yeah, this show is awesome. Like, the music in it is perfect. The camaraderie and the dynamics between the kids is awesome. It's cast perfectly. It's got its funny moments. It's got its scary moments. It's got its serious moments. It's got its plot twists. It's got cool monsters. And so far in season 4, it seemed like it did a lot of world building and catching up and bridging what happens between season 3 and season 4 before it really dives in and shows you what the focus of the season is. But, oh man, am I on board with that fucking bad guy. It's like...
You guys do know that it's a 2-part season 4.
Yes. So I did look into that, and I saw that the first 7 episodes are out, and then in July they're putting out a few more.
July 1st, 9 more.
9 more? Oh.
I think...
Oh, that would be awesome. I know they only have 2. They only have 2 listed.
Oh, then maybe it's only 2.
I don't know if it's 2.
I think it's 9 in the season, and it's 7 originally and 2 later. That's what I thought.
But they're long. The episodes are long.
Sense. They're over. Most of them are over around an hour 15 or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like little movies.
And dude, I'm so in on like the first season or whatever they lean heavily into the D&D stuff. So the bad guy in their D&D campaign was the Demogorgon, and then the Demogorgon just turns out to be the villain in this supernatural horror show that's happening to them. And they kind of do that again this season, which we kind of have to suspend your disbelief a lot to, so they're doing a whole new D&D campaign, and the bad guy of that is the new bad guy of this season. But it's so cool. I'm willing to take that leap. It's like, sure, I don't give a fuck about how crowbarred in that was. Give me this guy. He's like if you combine Freddy Krueger with Hellraiser, Pinhead from Hellraiser, and made him look like a Swamp Thing zombie. It's fucking sick.
It's a similar thing as what we're talking about in the Easter egg. How the Top Gun Maverick followed the Top Gun formula in a lot of ways, and how they got there on certain things maybe wasn't as organic as like great storytelling might be, but it was still good enough to get us there, and everything around it was awesome.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the Stranger Things thing. And yeah, as we were talking about last night, is kind of like so much time elapsed in between seasons, and also like it's 9 episodes this season, right? But they don't come out every week. They just spit them all out. Well, I guess this season's a little bit differently. So, I mean, I mostly binge it in like a couple days, and then it's gone for a few years.
Yeah.
And like when I think about like shows that I love or shows that I would recommend to people, I very rarely bring that up. And then when it comes on, it's like, you know what? That is actually one of my favorite shows ever. I actually do love that show.
It's so in the pop culture zeitgeist at this stage that who are you going to recommend it to that's going to enjoy watching it that isn't watching it?
Yeah.
Like, who's going to be like, can you recommend something? And you're going to be like Stranger Things. And they're going to be like, what's that?
Yeah. No one's like, yeah, I actually haven't heard good things about it. No one says that.
Yeah. It's tough to like rock Stranger Things merch. It's like, oh, really? You like Stranger Things? Hot take. Like, I like to rock, merch from obscure death metal bands.
Does that say Gryffindor on it?
No, it says Coffin Feeder. Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. Isn't that like a half eagle, half lion?
Is that a door that's made out of an eagle monster?
No, I thought we were playing Dungeons and Dragons once, and fucking Alex busted out a Gryffindor, and it was like half eagle, half lion. Am I thinking of something else? Obviously, I am.
Shorten it up a
What's
little
half-
bit.
So you're thinking of a griffin. So you're not wrong. Gryffindor is one of the houses in Harry Potter. So I was trying to dunk on Kevin because it looked like his shirt said Gryffindor, but then you've made it impossible for us both not to dunk on you.
I got in the way of that that bullet. I took that bullet for Kevin. You're welcome, Kevin.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You're like my Secret Service.
You're his Kevin Costner.
Jumping in front of Shuddy's attacks.
Yeah, just fucking throw me in front of the bullets.
I like Paul Reiser being in it. He's fucking awesome in it.
Wait, does he make an appearance in episode 1?
No. He's not in until like 2, right?
Right. I was going to say, because I don't remember seeing him. I watched last night a little buzz.
I got to I'm going to start, like, when this is over, I'm starting from the beginning. I thought this was the final season, but there's a 5th one coming? They're doing another one?
Oh, I thought this was also the final season.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a 5th, I guess.
That's probably too much.
I mean, they're going to be 40 when that comes out.
We'll see how it happens. Like, we'll see how they land this plan, I guess. But I don't know. I wouldn't expect there to be a lot of like longevity to the storyline, but they keep adding different layers onto it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
like I mean,
I saw during the 6-month pandemic hiatus, we outlined season 5 and pitched it to Netflix.
Yeah, it was announced on February 17th of this year. So.
Oh wow! And I guess there's also there might be a spin-off series as well. But
yes.
I mean, these kids are starting to look fucking a little doofy. Like Will looks like he made a wish on a Zoltar machine, and it kept his bowl cut and his shirt and pants size, and now he's just string beamed out of it. Like
damn it, Jeff's not there yet, so I can't say something that Sharon and I find a little strange. No, I can say it. It's not that big of a spoiler. I don't know that anything. There just seems to be a lot of sexual tension between Will and Mike this season.
Yeah, I've heard stuff like that is going on with Will. Will's starting to bat on the other side of the plate. Spoiler. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. I haven't watched that far, but I'm interested. I'm excited to catch up. I think we should pencil in a deep dive review or a deeper review with spoilers next week. And,
for the Easter egg.
Put it in the Easter egg.
Yep.
I'm gonna try. I'll try and get there. I mean,
oh yeah, you got a bunch of family stuff, bunch of dinners.
I do have Sunday of next week for free. I could just binge the last 4 episodes if I don't. I have a feeling because like everybody in the household is hyped for it and wants to watch more. So I can be there. I think I can be there by next week.
Is Carl as into it as you are? Is she going to be along for the ride?
I don't think she was at first. It was kind of like, all right, sure, yeah, throw on Stranger Things. But then like as the episode ended last night, she's like, play another one. And I was like, I'm fucking tired. I'm not making it through another one.
She call you a pussy?
She should have, but no. So Shuddy, being that you only have 2 episodes left.
Correct. Which we should finish this evening.
Does it like as far as the first 3, fucking loved them. I'm so in on this season. Do the next 2 episodes stay good?
So I have never truly loved Stranger Things. I like it, and I like watching it with Sharon and Michaela because they love it. It's all right. It's good. It's fun. I like all the 80s, member berries a lot.
I mean, the kills are gruesome by this fucking bad guy.
Yeah, that is fucking gnarly. That is gnarly. And I kind of really like that Eddie kid.
Yeah, the
really
Hesher
like-
that's into the D&D Dungeon Master.
I really like the design of their Hellfire Club T-shirts.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
When I was at the mall today, one of the stores was selling Hellfire Club hoodies.
Oh, I knew they were going to jump on that merch immediately.
But
we should do a parody shirt and call it like the Pooh Fire Club, and then there's like Leonard the Weed Pickle and a couple of turds on the side.
Is it licensed apparel or merchandise for or by Stranger Things by the
it was at a
producers?
store called
Hot
St.
Topic.
Lunch, I think, or Lunch Bag. I don't.
Spencer's Gifts.
Hot
Box
Topic.
Lunch is what the store is called. And so it just sells all officially licensed items at an exorbitant prices.
I was wondering if we could just like steal the Hellfire Club idea and just make the apparel, but yeah, I guess.
Well, we
it's already
can
licensed.
because the Hellfire Club is also. Marvel has a Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
So I feel like Hellfire Club might be something that's in the public domain.
Everyone can land grab
As long as
Hellfire Club.
the club called Hellfire Club is different in its reach, then so we couldn't be a gang of evil mutants, and we couldn't play Dungeons and Dragons. But if we did something else, we could be the Hellfire Club.
Poop and weed.
Yep.
I mean, we do Dungeons and Dragons as well. It is kind of bummer that that's closed.
On
That
those
door's
episodes,
closed.
we'll just call ourselves the Poop Fire Club.
There it is. There's a workaround.
Yep.
We're gonna do that.
Skirting those copyright laws. Well, let's get into a few.
Voicemails, yay!
We did not get to these last week, but
The week before.
or the week before that, or the week before that. But oh shit. Yep, this mountain just keeps getting bigger. We are fucked.
Hey, I think this COVID thing's real bad.
Oops. I think this is where we left off. Let's try this one.
I believe they
Hey
stormed
guys,
the
it's
Capitol.
Pyro, listening to an old episode, and it was the random brain question about getting sick with farts, which unfortunately I don't know, but Kevin had said, what about cum? And I can in fact confirm cum can spread illness. Peace.
Oh, so farting spreading diseases. Like, obviously if I sneeze or cough at you and I'm sick, I could potentially get you sick, but if I'm sick and I farted in your mouth,
Pyro cannot confirm nor deny that hypothesis.
but he can confirm that cum will get you sick.
So, like, if you exchange fluids with someone who tested positive for COVID, you could possibly also get COVID that way.
Well, he
sexually?
doesn't say what illness. So it is kind of vague. Like STDs are transferred through.
Yeah, that's common.
So,
yeah.
I mean, or is he talking like a common cold, like the flu?
Well, I
you
just
can't get
Googled
One of
cancer
it.
these
through
guys
cum,
that
can you?
Jeff blows has the flu. Is Jeff coming down with the influenza virus?
Yeah, and monkeypox. So I Googled it, and it says there's currently no evidence that COVID-19 is transmitted through semen or vaginal fluids, but the virus has been detected in semen. So I guess your cum can have the virus in it, but it won't necessarily spread it to somebody who eats it or accepts it into one of their holes.
Okay,
I like that you have eat it separately from that other thing, which would have encompassed that, but
I
you
guess
wanted
you're right.
to focus like they're specifically sitting down to chomp on, like with a spoon, like chomp chomp.
Yeah, cum of wheat. Here is another voicemail.
Mad Scientist Party Hour. What's up, my homies? Hey, so I got a hijacked snack attack for you. I'm wondering if you guys have
ever heard of the Whirly Pop stovetop popcorn machine? I bought this for my daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, for Christmas this last year, and I tell you what, I am blown away by this fucking thing. Coconut oil is your friend. I love it. Butter-flavored coconut oil. Kevin, I don't know. You probably fucked this up because you are not the best cook in the world, and even just hot oil and popcorn kernels, I'm sure you could probably fuck that up.
Yes.
But Jeffy Cake, I have a gas range at my place. I've heard that you have a gas range at your place. That is the way to cook this shit. I'm telling you, 3 teaspoons coconut oil, half a cup of popcorn kernels, and this is like movie theater popcorn. Fucking outstanding. Anyways, I'm drunk and stoned, and I'm rambling on about popcorn, but I love you guys. It's the only fucking podcast I listen to anymore. Shuddy Boy, you are the fucking man. All right, man. Jeff, every time I talk to my dog or do the Jeff voice, because he's a fucking moron too. And Kevin, you're kind of a pussy, but I love you anyways, bro. Mad Scientist Party Hour. Love.
Oh, he cut himself off.
This Whirly Pop thing looks fucking awesome.
It
I
does.
like how he indiscriminately shit on all 3 of us.
Yeah.
That feels fair.
So I used to make popcorn in like just stovetop, just heat it up in a pan with some oil. And
I stopped doing that when I almost burned my parents' house down.
that's probably a good place to stop.
And that is not hyperbole. That is not the boys were little. I don't even think Bradley was born yet. So Draven was like 3 or 4, and I was making popcorn in a pan with oil, and the oil caught fire in the pan.
Jesus Christ, were you using motor oil?
I had the stove up too high and wasn't paying attention. And then I proceeded to take the pan and start waving it around.
Oh, so that
burning myself and dropping it flaming on the linoleum in the kitchen. So until my parents redid the floor in the kitchen, there was a circular burn spot in the linoleum. And that is the last time, other than Jiffy Pop, I've ever made popcorn on the stove.
Man, I wish we had the budget to hire like an animator to just animate that whole thing from start to finish. Of Shuddy Boy trying to make popcorn and then catching on fire, and his solution to that being to wave it around and spray the burning oil all over the place.
Well, luckily the oil didn't spray all over the place, but the flame did engulf my arm at one point, which is what caused me to drop the pan to my father, screaming at me, telling me I was acting like a moron, basically.
Got him on fire.
And it traumatized Draven. He was just old enough where it is still a memory he has. Because every now and then when making popcorn on the stove gets brought up, he's like, remember when you almost burned the house down?
Jesus Christ, Shuddy.
Is this going to be thrown in your face in your road trip to Savannah?
I should try and make popcorn on the stove in this Verbo house that my parents rented for all of us. I wonder how that would go over if I just got a pot and some cooking oil out and threw it on.
Well, it's free shipping. This Whirly Pop popcorn maker is free shipping over $50, and you can probably just send it to the location that you're staying at, and I don't know, foist some homemade stovetop popcorn on them. Right? Don't they make this on the stove or no? Yeah, he said a gas range. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool though. You just turn a handle and it spins the popcorn so you don't have to shake the pan. Oh, Helen's peeking. I see her. She was just peeking out. She just poked her head out.
I warned her.
I got some popcorn at the movie theater when I saw Top Gun. I'm lukewarm on movie theater popcorn. Like, it's pretty good. It's just something I get like once a year. but I've been really into.
That is one of your worst food takes ever.
This is the only reason I got popcorn was because I couldn't get nachos. I did it begrudgingly, and I didn't enjoy.
Well, granted,
any of the
AMC
2.5 hours I spent shoveling it down my throat.
AMC
Because
does have garbage popcorn, but
I don't think it was that bad. But there were times that I literally was like, I'm not even hungry. I'm just sitting there throwing popcorn in my mouth. That I had to put it down on the floor in the pile of popcorn that I spilled.
The AMC gourmet 50-50 popcorn, I think is fucking delicious. It's like half cheese popcorn, half caramel, I think. I think that's bomb. I also been really into like Chicago corn or spicy Chicago corn lately at this local spot by me. It comes in a bag though. And I don't know, like I feel strong enough about like smart food popcorn and just like bagged popcorn where I wouldn't want to spend any more money on one of these Whirly Pop shop things, even though that guy gave a glowing review of it, and I'm sure it is awesome.
I don't think I need another $40 to $70 specialty item of cookware in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought an electric frying pan into the house a couple of weeks ago, and that seemed to go over okay.
Damn. And you have an air fryer?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I got the electric one, the square one, because I've been doing Italian chicken cutlets.
Nice, dude.
And I needed the appropriate tool to do them.
Does it fry? Like, does it taste just like regular fried food?
Yeah. So our stove is a little uneven. So when you put oil in a pan, it all goes to one side.
Gotcha.
So using this made it infinitely easier, and I make some bomb-ass chicken cutlets.
I believe you. I love chicken cutlet sandwiches. Possibly my favorite hero.
All right, let's squeeze in another voicemail.
No, hero.
Hey, what up, MSPH? I got a, this is Sean, by the way.
Hey,
I got a, would Jeff suck a dick question. Bringing back to old school. I'm sitting in the forest, high as fuck, just chilling. And for some reason I got this fucked up thought because, you know, I'm a MSPH fan. Would Jeff rather suck a dick or fuck a hole in a tree? I mean, it's a dick-sized hole, but it has, you know, bark right around it and stuff. It's going to fuck up his dick to completion. So would he rather suck a dick or fuck a rough-ass tree, bark, hole to completion, or would he rather suck that smooth-ass dick?
Whoa.
All right, later on.
Wow.
I think I'll take the jagged-edged tree hole. I mean, he said I'd fuck it till completion, so apparently I'm going to be able to get off.
Yep.
And, I mean, it's not like an animal. It's not a living, breathing thing, so I can rationalize it a little bit better. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to risk it. Or excuse me, I don't think I'm going to suck that dick. I think I'm just going to risk it with the tree hole
and mangle your penis.
Perhaps. I mean, my penis would have seen better days for sure, but I think all in all, I'll be better for it. My penis will rebound. Oh, it'll come back.
So you think?
Yeah,
recover.
you hope.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more. I saw the text.
I was actually calling to inquire on the poo-poo and pee-pee bong for Shuddy. I wanted to know, hypothetically, if you guys got him to do it, what order would he fill the bong? So would he pee in it and then poop to kind of soften the turd from going into the bottle or the bong? Or would he poop in it and then pee on the turd? I was just wondering. Thanks, guys.
I mean,
I was just wondering.
I know you hate the subject, Shuddy, but that's a very, very important question. He brings up a lot of good points.
There's no way that either way is terrible.
See, me personally, I would probably pee in the bong first and then poop in it, and hope that like my pee getting on the sides of the bong will act like a water slide for the turd and help it to go down and not stick and streak.
Use the pee to rinse the poo particles down.
Yes, I think that would be the way to go.
You think lubricating it with urine is instead of using it as a cleanser?
Yeah, to reference, South Park, for the lumberjacks out there that like to poop first and then stand up and pee and saw the log in half with their pee. I don't know.
Have you ever done that?
When I did construction, yeah. It's a good porta potty move.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
But I feel like if your poo is so like gooey that it's sticking to the side of a glass bong, you trying to pee it down isn't going to have enough. I don't think there's going to be enough to really get it all down.
Do you think you're going to lubricate it enough to have any effect?
I think so. I could be wrong, but that would be my strategy. So you're gonna poop first and then pee.
That was my initial thought. That was my gut reaction. Yes.
Plus, I also want, when I poop in a bong, I want to hear the doink when the poo falls in.
Man.
Oh,
well done on that voicemail, guys. I have nothing to add. It's just terrible.
Yeah. So
do one more.
I'm getting to like Shuddy's level of discomfort with that topic, to be honest. And it's almost like a shield away from your Oscar punishment.
Listen, that voicemail was probably from 5 months ago when that was still a hot topic of conversation.
So. No, that was about a month ago in the end of April.
Shuddy, just to think that it was 5 months ago so you feel better about it.
All right, just for Shuddy's sake, we won't go out on a poo-poo pee-pee bong voicemail. We'll do one more.
Bad Scientist Party Hour. This is Taylor from Michigan. I've called a couple times with just random information for you guys. I know you guys have been talking about motorcycles. Shuddy, if you plan on getting a bike or are thinking about it, why not take a motorcycle safety course? It helps lower your insurance. It also can help be the driving part of a motorcycle test. And not only that, they'll teach everything, all the rules, safety tips, and that type of thing, and plus give you a little bit of riding experience and how to corner and that type of thing. If you do decide to get a bike, I highly suggest getting a used one, an older one. You can find one.
I recommend getting a tricycle.
For, a good bike for $1,500 or $2,000. I'm not sure of your market. Personally, I've been riding for 10 plus years, and I actually race dirt bikes. Something that you guys also might want to look at as Supercross in the Outdoor Series on Peacock. If you're already paying for it anyway, you might as well watch.
Not to be a dick, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption I will not be watching Supercross.
Some of the racing might be something for you to look at, Jeff. I know you're mainly the sports guy, but it's like NASCAR, but way better because there's jumps and that type of thing. Love the content. Hopefully I'm getting a new job soon, which means I'll be able to subscribe to Patreon because I'll actually have work time where no one's going to bother me and I'll be able to listen to it. Otherwise, I don't have enough time on my drive home for more than the one podcast and the Ella show. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
I hope you have a nice day as well, sir.
Well, personally, I do enjoy Supercross. Always have. I don't watch it or anything. I just like watching dirt bikes jump. One of my favorite movies as a kid was a movie called Winners Take All, which was a Supercross movie. Sort of in the same vein as Rad, but with dirt bikes instead of BMX bikes.
I've never even heard of that, I don't think.
It's one I'm going to get Dom to do on What the Fuck Did I Just Watch? I think, now that I think about it. I'm writing that. Nope, Dom is going to hear this, and he's going to write the note because he's the organized one.
Yeah.
Wait, you're going to get him to watch Winner Takes All?
Winners Take All, yeah.
Winners Take All.
Every now and then he lets me pick a movie.
And that's where you're going to burn. That's where you're going to burn your selection on, huh? Winners Take All.
I own it on DVD.
From 1987 with Don Michael Paul, Kathleen York, and Robert Krantz.
Oh, no, that's a good cast.
Yeah. Star-studded.
There is... you would recognize the one guy in it.
Peter DeLuise?
What'd you say?
Peter DeLuise?
Yes. That's the one.
Yep. Yeah, well...
Which I didn't even know that he was a DeLuise.
Well, shout out to you and Dom for taking that one on the chin, because, yeah, I will not be watching that either.
So wait, you've completely taken the motorcycle idea off the table, right? That's not a thing anymore.
As of right now, the motorcycle idea is off the table. However, he's not the first person to reach out to me about taking a safety training course. That was always the plan, because if you get the permit and then take the state motorcycle safety course, you get your license immediately. So that was always the plan. So I learned how to ride a motorcycle, and then I have my motorcycle's license. Before I was ever going to purchase any kind of motorcycle, that was the plan.
Yeah.
I just wasn't talking about all the boring stuff with you guys. But yes, because my father was going to do that, and then COVID hit, so that got put on the back burner.
Yeah, so for now, Shuddy Boy's just going to stick through his rollerblades.
Yep. My inline skates, Kevin.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for supporting Mad Scientist Party Hour. If you would like to hear more, by the way, fucking Crafter Jeff is back with a vengeance. First episode came out last week.
Mixed reviews of it on Patreon, though. Mixed reviews.
Of what, on Crafter Jeff or Master Chef?
No, Crafter Jeff. I was making a joke. It's been rave reviews. They've been rave.
I got nervous. I was like, wait a second.
I was like, wait a second. Yeah, I looked at the comments recently and everybody was pumped. Where are you seeing this shit?
Oh, no.
Yeah, everybody's stoked. It's on the $5 tier along with the bonus podcast that we do every week. And then the $10 tier's got all the extra shows like Snack Attack, Kevin's Nerd Hole, What the Fuck Did I Just Watch? Supermarket Queefs, Queef or No Queef.
I'm glad that everybody also enjoyed Mark and Dom's rap song about the legend of Boggy Creek.
Oh, how could you not? That was a fucking masterpiece.
A banger.
Yeah. So check it out, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Again, if you want to hear our spoilery 40-minute review of Top Gun Maverick, it's in the Easter egg. You can only get that on the audio podcast. Plays after the end theme song, so check that out if you're only watching on YouTube. And if you're not watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to us there, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. And you can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. Shuddy Boy, you got going to any upcoming Primus concerts you want to tell anybody about?
No, I'm not following them on the rest of their A Tribute to Kings tour. I'll just be, like I said, in Savannah from Wednesday through Sunday morning.
Yeah, so if you want to go get drunk with Shuddy Boy and his Mormon uncle.
To save me from my family.
Yeah, look out for Shuddy wandering down the street with a fucking red cup.
Yeah. And
some powder on my mustache.
Shit.
Oh, going hard in Savannah.
Oh, it's just from a beignet. It's powdered sugar.
Sure.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. And until next time, something.